little duck pond. Hey, welcome to another Ernie's Journeys. We got an interesting location for you today. It's a little windy. We are out on the ocean today. I am going to bring you the 6 lighthouses that you can see in Portland. So we're at our first location today. Behind me, there she is. There's our first lighthouse. Hey, voiceover Ernie here. So, Two Lights State Park actually fooled us. There are no longer 2 lights at the park. It's only 1 lighthouse still here standing. So I had to do a little bit of research on this. The Easternmost Light, the one that we saw here, it is still active, but the other one was decommissioned in 1924 and served as a fire control tower in World War II, but is now a private home. You can't even see this on the map. I had to go to Wikipedia and find a tiny picture of the home that used to be a lighthouse. Looks nothing like a lighthouse anymore. The other one was actually used by Edward Hopper in his 1929 painting, The Lighthouse at Two Lights. See, Hopper knew what was going on. And he used this. This was used as a stamp in 1970 for Maine's 150-year anniversary. So you know what that means. We are looking for 5 lighthouses that you can see from Portland, Maine, not 6 lighthouses, because a lighthouse that is turned into a private residence does not count. This stuff looks like wood chips, but it's not. It's all stone. It's all like little pieces of stone. I thought it was wood chips at first. Hey, I just met 2 really cool people, Bryce and Hugo. He was telling me about lots of really cool places to check out here. So Bryce, thank you very much. I hope that you find our video in the channel, and definitely send me a message, a way to get in touch with you through the channel so that we can talk about more ideas. I definitely want to check out more stuff in Down East Maine, which he seemed really familiar with. Just super exciting. So it was nice to meet you, Bryce and Hugo. Guys, I honestly don't know if I'm going to be able to get to all 6 today. It's already about 4 or 5 in the afternoon. And what my friend there was saying was that this lighthouse isn't the most photographed one. There's a different one around here somewhere. I've eaten at this place before. They have really good lobster rolls. The Lobster Shack restaurant. This place has great views and really good seafood. If you want a lobster roll and a great view, this is the place. This is the entrance to Two Lights State Park, and I wanted to show this. Obviously you can see you can't get in right now because everything being blocked off due to COVID-19. But when you're going to go to see the lighthouse, don't go into the park. Actually drive past the entrance to the park and continue going for about half a mile. The road dead ends there. That's where you're going to find the lighthouse. That's also where you're going to find the Lobster Shack with the really good lobster rolls. Eat there, then come back into the park. Check out the remains of the World War II era Seacoast Battery Bunker and the Fire Control Tower. Enjoy the views. Lots of great places to sit and read books there. It's a beautiful view. Great place to digest some lobster rolls. Beautiful. This is what it looks like out the window here. So you're going to go back to the center of town in Cape Elizabeth, make a right. There's plenty of signs everywhere, but you head about 2 miles up the road. It's kind of winding roads to get there. And you go about 2 miles to get to Fort Williams State Park. And then from there, you get to see Portland Headlight, which is one of the most iconic images of lighthouses in the state and in the nation.
So I think I'm close to finding the second lighthouse. Found this really neat little duck pond in Fort Williams Park. The entrance is all closed off, so you can't really get into it with your car to park where you normally park, but it is open to foot traffic. So I found another place to park the car and hopefully be able to find the lighthouse.
This is it. This is Portland Headlight. This is the oldest lighthouse in the United States, commissioned in 1787 by our first president, George Washington, and completed in 1791, and it is still active. And Edward Hopper also painted this lighthouse in 1927, and this watercolor for it is at Boston's Museum of Fine Arts. The postcard of this place appears in the opening credits of National Lampoon's Vacation also. I believe it was also used in a season of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Portland lies along the southern edge of Casco Bay. There are two theories on the origin of the name Casco Bay. Alcoquisco is the Abenaki name for the bay, which means place of herons. The other theory is that it was named by Portuguese explorer Esteban Gomez, who mapped the Maine coast in 1525 and named the bay Bahia de Cascos, which means Bay of Helmets, based on the shape of the bay. Next up is Ram Island Ledge Light, which you can see right here from Portland Headlight. It's southeast of Fort Leavitt and Cushing Island. And it's named for the stone ledges that break the waters at the southern end of Casco Bay. Now, in 1900, the steamship Californian ran aground here en route from Portland to Glasgow, Scotland. This prompted Congress to commission the lighthouse, which the lighthouse was started in 1903 and completed in 1905. It went up for sale in 2010. Opening bid was $10,000. A surgeon from Wyndham bought it for $190,000. Okay, for the next lighthouse, you want to go back to the center of town in Cape Elizabeth and go down Shore Road until you get to Preble Street. From Preble Street, you're going to turn right onto Fort Road, which takes you right through the heart of the campus of Southern Maine Community College. You just keep going until you get to the end of the road, and there it is. So this is the campus of Southern Maine Community College. And if my geography is correct, we should be able to see Spring Point Ledge Lighthouse. Spring Point Ledge Light. And there it is. 1897. Actually, there it is. Let's get closer. This is kind of what I'm looking at. There's the water. This feels like a level in Mario. I'm about halfway there. Oh, not even. Less than halfway. Look at this view. Out there, that is Fort Williams. No, Fort Preble? Fort Preble. The jumps are getting bigger. This is like Mario. There she is. It's a spark plug light. That's the style or type of lighthouse that it is. Then over here, saw that flash? That's where we were just a little while ago. This is the part in Mario where you have the really sweaty hands, because you're trying to get to the end and you got to be real careful and you don't want the rock to like fall through and no extra life. Wow, here we are, right up close to it. and you can see Fort Preble, which was used during the Civil War and I think for World War II also. Well, we've come this far, we might as well go all the way around. With everybody social distancing, it's good to be able to keep distance from people and kind of respect that 6 feet of space between you and them. Pretty easy to do here right now, because there's just one other person here. Sun's starting to come down, so we still have one more to go. Let's see if we can get to it before the sun goes down. Do 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 pudding do 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 do. Bana 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 bam 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 Did I find the 5th lighthouse? Nope. This is a memorial to the Coast Artillery Corps. Defended Portland Harbor at Fort Preble in 5 wars from 1808 through 1945. Can you name all 5 wars? If so, leave your answer in the comment section below. What were those 5 wars from 1808 to 1945, where Fort Preble was active? And we made it. Bug Light Park. From sunrise to sunset, and look at that. We still got time. Portland definitely gets my vote for best sit-down spot with views. Back here behind me you can see the Portland city skyline in the distance. It is beautiful here. And there's Bug Light. I think I like this park the best out of all the ones that we've been to today. They've got these benches here. I'll show you again. A whole row of benches on this hill overlooking the water. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Overlooking the water here. Look at that skyline. Portland is a beautiful city. Okay, Bug Light. Getting over from Spring Point Ledge Light to Bug Light is really easy. As soon as you exit the SMCC campus, you're going to turn right onto Breakwater Drive, also called Benjamin W. Pickett Street. Follow that until it kind of gets to the end. You turn right at a stop sign onto Madison Street. Go to the industrial section to the very end. You keep the breakwater on your right and you'll see Bug Light right there. It's literally just right around the corner from the SMCC campus and Spring Point Ledge Light. These are Corinthian columns. These are not real. This is made out of wrought iron, and the columns are there to cover up the seams between the wrought iron plates. First version of this was built in 1855 out of wood. The architect was Thomas U. Walter, who designed the dome and the east and west wings of the U.S. Capitol. During World War II, 2 shipyards were built here near the lighthouse. And the breakwater isn't actually here anymore. That's actually where the park is sitting. It's been filled in over time, and it now makes up the park. And out there, that's where we were just a little while ago. What you see here is a memorial to part of Maine's role in the war effort during World War II. This commemorates the New England Shipbuilding Corporation's shipyards. A part of it was located here. There were 2 yards, and they were originally 2 separate entities that combined into one in 1943. They produced 266 ships for the war effort. During its peak production, these shipyards employed 30,000 people. It's a very contemplative place. I like how the benches kind of look like steel with rivets in them. There's a Liberty Ship Memorial. And this is a list of all the ships that they built for the war effort. Look how many. From 1941 to 1945. Hey, that's going to wrap up this Ernie's journey. Thank you for joining me on this little trip around Portland. A little bit winding at times, but we found our way to get to where we were going. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. It helps our channel out. And feel free to go ahead and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications. We post videos every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Thanks for watching.